Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't 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 do it.
I'm a gym girly. I'm gonna pull my shorts up and tuck my shirt into my bra, and I'm gonna pretend that it's not to make my bigger. I'm a gym girl. I'm gonna set up my camera to take videos of myself, but it's really just to catch the creeps.
They really be out here doing everything in their power to get the attention that they crave so desperately.
The gym to avoid crashing out. Then this happens.
That's an interesting warm-up. What do you call that?
It's just pull squats.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that actually part of your workout?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, not when you're dressed like that. And not here. It's not gonna work.
I can't work out.
Not dressed like that. No. And not doing that. And you're recording it.
Okay. So, you're making me leave?
Yes.
I'm trying to record a video. Okay, I'm not trying to record you. Yeah, but I see myself. Okay, so go over there or something.
Could you imagine telling somebody to move to go over there or something because they don't want to be in your video, especially when they were there first? I'm sorry, but who do you think you are? You don't own the gym. Your video is never a priority over somebody else's right to feel comfortable. And you have to understand that just because you're comfortable filming yourself, your body to post on social media, doesn't mean that everybody else is too. Now, I have nothing against filming in gyms that allow you to film like Planet Fitness, but you have to do so responsibly with respect for other people. So if somebody says to you, hey, I don't want to be in your video, you stop filming immediately. Change the angle or just wait for them to be done to film your video. But you never do this. And if you don't want to take my word for it, let's see what Planet Fitness has to say. You can't film people without their permission. There. So either you follow the rules or build a home gym. Train there. Until then, you need to do better. Mind your own business.
People come in here to work out and be serious, and you out here playing. Shut the whole thing down.
Are mean. Why? I don't know. I smile at everyone. Like, you know? I don't know why. Y'all, I was leaving the gym and this girl, she's pulling out in front of me. And why she give me a stank face? Like, it makes no sense to me, girl. Like, why? That's not cute. Actually, it makes you look ugly. So, yeah, like, why can't we just be all girls? Like, smile back, girl. What's the problem? You don't even know me, girl. Chill out.
But when men say this, then all of a sudden it's a problem.
Came across this video and it horrified me. This influencer thinks she's alone in the gym or she owns the gym, and this is the worst part, she even sends the guy away. This is just horrible, man. I doubt that you can even focus on your workout because this person is behaving so arrogantly and looking at everyone, and it must be horrible to literally even walk around this person, as you see in the video. These people should realize that everyone pays the same to work out in the same place called the gym. They should be mindful of how to behave to others when they walk into the video that they didn't even notice.
You know, all jokes aside, you got to start thinking about the hazards that come with posting up a tripod and all of this other stuff in the gym when people are walking around. At some point in time, when do we deem putting up tripods and all this stuff unsafe?
I have recently discovered that I have gym enemies, and I do not know why. I always see different groups of girls, like they're always together, and I'm always by myself, just looking at me. I keep my head down. So I happen to look up and see them looking at me. So I know for a fact that they are. And it's fine. Look if you want. But wipe the dirty look off your face. I genuinely don't know why they give me such dirty looks. Like, mind you, I have never spoken to these women. I do not know them. I don't really speak to anybody at the gym. So it's so unwarranted. Like, what is the dirty look for? I'm always by myself. Like, what? I guess I just have enemies. Enemies, haters, whatever you want to call it. They're at my gym.
Gym is a girl. I think she has a gym crush on me and it's starting to annoy me. I have a girlfriend, so I have zero interest, but she talks to me every time I'm there. Even when I go out of my way not to interact with her, she will wave her hand and start talking, so I have to talk back. She will always work out on the machine near me. I'm polite and talk to her when I have to, but it is now a weekly occurrence. I'm starting to get frustrated with her non-stop pestering. Am I being egocentric by thinking she fancies me, or am I right? And how do I try and stop her from approaching me without being rude or disrespectful towards her?
That's just such a bad situation to be in, isn't it? Like, it is. I would hate that.
Yeah, and especially if you were in a relationship, which you once were.
Best thing you can do is just kind of just low-key tell her, you make me uncomfortable, and I have a girlfriend.
Yeah, but how would you go saying that to someone?
Maybe she's just friendly, though.
If it was me, I'd just literally just put my head down and walk away.
Okay, like in shame?
Yeah, well, not that. It's just I just wouldn't have the confidence to do anything. Like, if a girl looks at me at the gym, I literally just walk away. I get scared, and I just go home.
Somehow in conversation drop that you have a girlfriend and see what happens.
Yeah, like, hey, I went to my girlfriend's last night. You know?
Polite ways to go about these things.
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt any feelings unnecessarily.
You can go up to her, look her in the eyes, point at her and say, don't you come near me ever again at the gym.
This fitness influencer is still getting hate till this day. And this is all after she posted this clip making fun of an unsuspecting dude at the gym a while back.
Hold it. Doing unnecessary gym right now. Like, y'all, I don't even understand if he's trying to surf. There's so many other ways you can target your back.
Yeah, so what that dude was doing is a totally legit exercise called the seal row, and everyone was mad, and she immediately got banned at her gym, and people started calling her a clown and a liar, and that's what she gets for making fun of someone minding their own business. And then she made a response saying that all of the hate towards her is all because of her skin color, and they came from white Republicans and racists. And she also made a video stating the same thing. And oh, people got even more mad that even the people with the same skin color as her started to clown on her as well, proving her absolutely wrong. And it got so bad that even her Yelp reviews got bombed, forcing her to turn off her comments after that incident. But now she turned it back on after 6 months, and the hate immediately popped up again, telling her to apologize and to do better.
And this is what most modern women do. They try to wait out accountability. Unfortunately, they was waiting right there for you.
Can we bring back catcalling?
No.
Not specifically but like flirting.
Men don't do it anymore.
Because they've been told not to. It's what everybody wanted.
And I noticed this because they don't walk up to bars and they don't flirt, like at the gym, anywhere. Men don't walk up to anyone anywhere.
Because they go to the bars to get drunk and they go to the gym to get fit. They don't go to either for a restraining order.
But they don't even catcall.
This is good news though, no?
Like the creepy men who used to catcall don't even do that anymore.
It goes to show that even when the creepy guys have stopped doing it, you know it's not all men because people are still listening, even when they're creepy.
Men have gotten, like, afraid to talk to women.
Yep.
Like, I'm not saying I need a man to catcall me.
Of course you're not saying that. It's not like you've made a whole video about it.
But a confidence boost every once in a while won't do me any harm.
So if we was to catcall her to boost her ego, what do we get in return?
Let me get offended by you catcalling me at least.
I'm not really sold by the idea that I can have someone be offended with me as I boost their ego. Hard pass.
I walked through, like, construction sites today and, like, think nothing. Not even, like, a honk from a car.
How terrible it must be to feel deprived of other people not recognising your appearance with a creepy little catcall. I'd love to be catcalled once.
Like, not saying let's be creepy, but, like, maybe let's be a little creepy and, like, bring some confidence back a little bit.
Nah, don't do it. Never have, never will. Will never be convinced of doing otherwise. No, sorry. You can get enough attention online. You get your random creepy little DMs. That'll tide you over. I can't even whistle.
I mean, come on. Do I even have to say anything? You know, it's obvious that guy walking through a camera was in the wrong and he should be publicly executed. And if you can't tell, I'm joking right now. Listen, guys, girls, do me a favor. That's her Instagram right there. Just send her a lovely message. Tell her Noah sent you and he's gonna find your family. All jokes aside, getting pretty sick and tired of seeing these videos of these wannabe influencers that get mad when a person walks in front of your camera at the gym. You know, this guy's just working out, minding his own business, and you decide to do your workout filming in the middle of the walkway and then proceed to say you're not gonna let him ruin your leg day. Listen, if that guy walked in front of your camera and almost ruined your leg day, imagine if you were on the way to the gym, you got clocked by a semi at a four-way intersection, you know? That'd probably ruin your leg day.
I wonder how the dudes in the gym actually feel about all this stuff. Imagine coming to work out around 5, 6 o'clock and you just got a lot of foolishness going on, especially in the places that you actually need to get to do your workout. I didn't come here for no foolishness. I just came to work out and go home.
This is in no way body shaming. I'm making it clear right now, this has nothing to do with her weight. If I'm not sleeping with you, I'm not trying to see all of that. So yeah, her need to get kicked out. Big girls, I ain't got a problem with y'all. I'm not forcing you to see what I got, so don't force me to see what you got. Y'all complain about men being creepy. I'm trying to really protect y'all, ladies, and y'all just sitting here rejecting it. So listen, when dudes come up and they talking to you and harassing you at the gym, I don't...
Again, I say, I just want to work out and go home.
Oh, sorry, I'm actually blind. That's a sentence I have to say a lot as a blind person. Once I was in the gym minding my own business on a machine doing whatever exercise and I hear someone a few meters away say, "Oh, do you like the view?" I'm thinking to myself, uh-oh, we've got a bit of a gym creep here. I wonder what idiot is looking at this poor woman, making her uncomfortable. I don't hear a response from whoever she's talking to, but then I hear again, much closer to me now, did you hear me? Why are you staring at me? Now, I don't look stereotypically blind, but one thing I do, especially when I'm focusing, is just stare into the distance. And it turns out that I was unfortunately staring right at this woman while she was doing her exercise. I replied to the woman, who's now inches from my face, all up in my area. I say, I'm very sorry, didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm actually blind. I was not staring at you, I was staring at nothing. She's not having any of it. She tells me to shut up, calls me a creep, storms off, gets a gym worker. I plead my innocence to them, but they are not listening to me. I was removed from the gym that day. The gym should be a safe space where everyone feels comfortable, but I promise you, not every guy in the gym is a creep.
What can I say? For the last time, I just want to go to the gym, work out, and go home. These people playing too much.
There. Why would a man be there? No, it's actually pissing me off. Oh my god, it pisses me off. Why would a man be there? Why do you want to be there? Like, you're literally in my
No, I'm not finished, you know. Huh? I'm not done. Why? Do you want to jump in?
Yeah, I want to jump in.
Sure, I'm not finished.
I was using that, you know.
It wasn't using that, bro.
I was using that, bro.
I'm not, you know, I didn't see you here, bro. You wasn't using.
If you want, you can spot me. You can spot me, bro. Come. Yeah? Alright, cool. Love. Hey, spot me, though. Spot me, yeah? Yeah. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, bro. That's what we're doing.
Really?
Yeah. Come off the machine. I'm not playing.
What? You gotta stop.
You do,
Listen,
why are you pressing the red button, bro?
Alright, it was an accident. It was an accident, bro.
How can you? That's be an accident.
It's an accident, man.
Bro, it's a big red button. You're pressing the wrong.
I won't do it again, bro. I won't do it again. Sorry, bro. I won't do it again.
Obviously, a girl with.
How do you know that?
Because you were like that one girl that you be around. She don't have. You're like she's mid.
I said she's mad. I said that because it's flat. I get mad when I look at it. It's just flat. It's like that's supposed to be.
You think I'm skinny?
Skinny?
Yeah.
I feel like you're average, no?
So you think I'm like average? You wouldn't call me thick?
No.
Would you call me slim thick?
No.
You wouldn't? Wait, what?
I mean, you want them to ask? You want to ask them? Go ahead and do a 360 for them, right here.
All right, sure. Okay, I know my fat.
No, yeah, definitely average.
I don't know what these women have going on, but it's not the right thing.
Diego spot? I mean, you might spot me?
Oh, the Diego spot?
No, you might spot me.
Yeah, I'll spot you like Diego did.
Oh, what the f***? Bro, you're gonna be a bad mom.
You better watch your mouth. I'm gonna be a bad mom?
No, you're gonna be the best mom in the whole world.
That's my fault.
What are you doing?
Oh my god, what? I was trying to spot you.
No, I don't need to spot no. Hey, yo, what the? Oh my god, no way you're really gonna spot me like that.
Like what? No, come on. Just get down. I'm not gonna do it. Come here.
Hey, yo, what the?
What?
Nah, you're weird,
No,
bro.
I was trying to spot you.
You're weird, bro.
Can I stop banging that doorbell?
If you don't want that to happen, why don't you go back to the women only gym?
Say for all the men who make fun of women for running on the treadmill, and here we have a feminist making things up so she can feel like a victim. Guys aren't making fun of you for running on the treadmill. Like, what? She goes on to say that they're running on the treadmill because they don't want to run alone outside in the dark because they're scared of guys like you. First of all, like, whose grand idea was it to run alone outside in the dark? You know what? I'll give you that. I'd be petrified running alone in the dark to be hit by a female driver.
Karen is about to freak out. While this girl was practicing her sprints on the treadmill at the gym, an older woman suddenly walks over and says something unexpected to her. The girl didn't even respond and just smiled. Who do you think was in the right here?
club scene is dead is because everybody is super judgmental. Like, think about it. So many men and women who go to the club and dance and enjoy themselves. And then on the flip side, it's a lot of people who record men who actually do dance in the club and make fun of them. Like, what is he doing? He embarrassing himself. He's scaring them. All of that good stuff. And it's like so backwards because I'm pretty sure if you ask a millennial or Gen X or even boomers, they didn't like, that's the point. You go to the club to dance with people, to enjoy your time, to meet people. So to go to the club and basically be a voyeur with a camera and judge those who come to the club for its intended purposes is foolish.
Well, I think back in the day, they were a little bit more accepting and open to dancing and being social. But nowadays, you have women that want you to buy them drinks and appetizers and all this other weird stuff. But then they want to laugh in your face and call you a bum.
Like, is it just LA? Because no one goes clubbing anymore. Like, no one even wants to go out. None of my friends have been to the club. I haven't been to a club in months. What happened to clubbing?
I will say one major reason why I feel like New York City club culture is dying is simply because the men want to be the baddie. The men are dancing behind the DJ booths. The men are not buying drinks. The men want to be approached. And now granted, this is not all men, but like majority of men now think they are the prize. So they step in these spaces and now they want to be that spectacle by other men and by women too. And so because of this, women are no longer just in this space for fun. Women can't go behind the DJ booths. Women have to focus on things like the music, like the technicalities of the experience, rather than just thriving in the experience itself. And I didn't even know how many women were actually paying to party. Personally, if I have to pay, I'm not going. Where is the list? But a lot of women are paying to party. So now it's like, well, men want to be the baddies. I have to pay to party. They're not really playing music that I enjoy consistently. I'm not having a good time. And if women are not having a good time, men are not going to have a good time simply because the women bring the function. Without women, there is no party. And even if there wasn't a list, what happened to women free before 11, women free before 11:30? Like these early bird type tickets, that's not enough. The women need to be free and women only. So I feel like now people are resorting to wanting to be in more intimate spaces, wanting to go to more intimate parties where they know people or they can meet mutual people instead of actually just going to a party to party with random. Because when you're in a, let's say like a rooftop party, like a housewarming where you're meeting people from different walks of life or, you know, people's different eras of life. Now you're in a controlled environment. You can set the pace. You can really understand who you're meeting because you already vetted this person's character. So if you're friends with this person, so now we can all have a good time. It's a guaranteed good time. But when you enter these community third spaces that are now being monetized because they see how much you can capitalize on community in New York, it's no longer fun anymore because of the dynamics of the people around them. And on top of the understanding that you spent money to be in these spaces, so you have higher expectations for your experience. I'm really not sure what the solution for this is, but let's find one ASAP.
You know, once again, women can do no wrong. It's all the man's fault. What's new? I mean, y'all are not going to take any accountability for the stuff that y'all been out here doing, lying, screaming and hollering at men, dogging them out, and wonder why they don't want to be around you.
The video where I explain my opinion on why the club scene has died. The first reason is that there's no difference in charge for women to get in versus men. Before you come at me crying that that's a double standard and it's not fair, you're right. Thank you. It is a double standard. It isn't fair. I didn't make the rules, God did, and where the girls are, the men will follow. When women started having to pay the same amount to enter a club as men, it turned from a female-centered event to a male-centered event, and that's why it died. And they don't even have ladies' nights anymore anywhere. It's literally embarrassing. Second reason it's died is this whole idea of like section culture, like renting out designated areas for certain people of a certain status or not even of a status just by paying more. You go to a public place to party and you rent out an exclusive little section for your clique to be private. It's like, what are you doing? Go somewhere else. And with the section culture came the men being the ones who were the center of attention, dancing in the VIP areas for everyone to see. And no one wants to see that, men or women. third reason the club scene has died, in my opinion, is everyone's on their phone too much. And I don't know, maybe they just need to like have a policy where you have to put your phone away, but also like that presents other issues because wherever you go there's going to be creeps and you have to be able to have your phone on you. But I just think that the filming is like out of hand and people just being like on their phone. And are we surprised? Phones have ruined everything. Next reason is I think DJs in general, not every DJ, but a lot of them are more interested in like what they want to hear than what the party wants to hear. Like, have you ever experienced this? Like being in a car full of people and the person on aux is playing songs that like no one knows, or like vibing to like something they want to hear and no one knows the words to, and it's just like, what are you doing? That's the vibe I get from a lot of these DJs. Last reason, in my opinion, is today's hits just don't hit for dancing or partying for that matter. And there's a reason why the most fun songs to dance to are from like 20 years ago, is that none of the songs are catered towards having fun at the club. Anyway, I don't go to the club anymore, but when I did, it was dying a slow, painful death. So I hope you enjoyed my takes on this matter, and I hope for the sake of future generations that they can experience the club in the same way that millennials got to. #jealous.
Well, I mean, you do have social media, right? That kind of takes a place of clubs, because that's another place that you can be seen. Clubs and bars, and you can go to a fair. Honestly, you can go to a rodeo, and that, you know, that's a social event. I go to a diner. Some people I've seen hang out in the Walmart parking lot, you know, probably in a little bit smaller town where there's not a lot to do, right? And you really only have one McDonald's. If you have that, you have like some diner, Kitty's Diner or something like that. They go hang out in those places because there's not a lot of things to do. But social media has kind of made it to where people, even in small towns, can be seen and make a name for themselves. You also have dating apps, right? So that's another place to be seen. But I think one of the reasons, you know, I think a lot of times women like to blame men for being sassy when they don't really look at what they've done to cause it. So when a celebrity or somebody well off comes into the club, you're talking about a cover charge. But when, you know, men are walking into the club, they're paying the cover charge. They see a woman they like, they go and buy her a drink. Let's put off to the side that the woman is disrespecting the man and taking his money and his drink and saying, I really don't like you. At some point in time, he's going to stop wanting to pay. So that's one thing, but we're going to put that off to the side. What modern women continue to do is go after the 20% of men while the other 80% of men stand around. So guess what happens when that celebrity or that well-off man comes into the club and buys bottles? He spends it, he splurges. Well, the club makes great money. They're doing fantastic. So obviously they're going to be incentivized to continue doing that. But when the women see, oh, he's throwing, oh, we're just going to go over there and make friends with them. Because, you know, that's kind of naturally what they do with women anyway. They just kind of socialize. But unfortunately, in this situation and scenario, you tend to only socialize with the rich men. Well, the rich men probably not going to be in a club every single night. So that leaves you with the men that were regularly going to the club. And now that they've seen how much of a fool you've been acting, then they just back up and say, oh, I think I'm going to keep my money tonight and forever. I didn't see how you was on the table shaking your behind and just all over that celebrity. And now you want me to buy you a drink? Now you want me to respect you? Now you want me to take you out, get your number, open doors and all that other stuff when you seem to have lost yourself a minute ago? I think that's going to be a no for me, dog. And so I think that actually contributes to a part of the dying culture right there. Y'all was following something. That something was only a trend, or it was there here and there. It was sporadic, and you followed it and you try to make it a normal part of your life, and it's not. And so when When men see that, they say, hey man, I ain't going to the club if that's going to be happening. So not a lot of men are going anymore. They stop going, right? And so now when the club owners say, well, you know, the VIP ain't here, and oh, by the way, men ain't here. Now the men got to continue to pay, and you got to pay because there's not enough men to now cover it. Because the men that would have been there to cover it and thought maybe delusionally that they had a chance, they're at the house for sure knowing that they have no chance with you. You know, you can kind of see the same thing with singles events and a lot of this other stuff and why men don't approach. Pretty much the same concept. If you think about this ideology and apply it to multiple different facets, why don't men approach? Same concept. Why are the clubs dying? Same concept. Why are there no men at singles events? Same concept. It's all the same concept. You guys keep on doing one thing and then the men see you for who you really are and then they stop showing up and you don't have the attention and validation that you're seeking.
So that whole Metro Boomin situation has literally just made me realize why women now, we rather just go to concerts. We rather just go to concerts, get dressed up, go to our concerts, hang out with our friends because it's less chaotic. That I seen with Metro Boomin is a clear classic example of people who just don't know how to have fun and people that just want to sing. And this is a clear example of what social media did to the clubs. Did to the fucking clubs. Because that should see all of those men on that stage. First off, I don't understand why it even became a thing why people get on a stage with these artists. You know, back in the day when you went to the clubs, if there was a DJ up there, it was only two other people up there with them. They hype man and the person that was working the turntable that was working the music. You're not going to see a whole bunch on the stage with an artist. And I'm starting to notice that in the EDM and in the rave culture now. These EDM stars, these DJs, they be DJing and it be 50 million people on the stage. First of all, if I was an artist, if I was a DJ, period, I wouldn't be comfortable with nobody being on the stage with me, period. Because first of all, it's unsafe. Because these people be touching these artists. They be getting these artists' personal space. All in their turntables. And like, first of all, when did that even become a thing to even begin with? It was unheard of for artists to be having all these 1,500 million people on the stage because, baby, you came to see them. They are the vocal point. I see now why women get dressed up and do their big ones now at concerts because you can buy your seat, you can watch the show, and it's going to make you feel good at the end, and you're going to have a time, and you're going to have a time for your motherfucking seat. And these artists is not going to have everybody their mama up there on the stage. Like even with Chris Brown, Breezy Bowl, he has up there who he wants to have up there. And them girls he be kissing on that stage, them be pre-plucked, pre-picked, okay? Period. So at the end of the day, like, yeah, this is why women have really become concert girlies. Like, we will go all out for a concert, and this is why you don't really see women in the clubs like that no more. Because it be y'all that be wanting to be there. And that's why I be saying, these motherfuckers be claiming they don't be... And they be all right.
But you guys are missing the point that you're going to these concerts and you're acting a fool. Your mindset is the same mindset that you have in the club. You're acting a fool both places. And that's, you don't think that's a reason? You're acting a fool in both places.
The nightclub scene is dead because of the rise in section culture. As someone who's coming from somewhere that sections is not really a thing, it's not really that popular, I wasn't used to all this like section, you have a section, you have a section. It reaches a point where people can skip the line when originally there was no section if they get a section. Like, make it make sense. Because y'all are going to the wrong club. Low key, no tea, no shade, no tea, no shade. No. Girlies be in the section just to be in the sections. They don't even be dancing in the sections. I'm just not understanding. So you're telling me you dropping $500 on on one bottle, just to wear dark shades on the club to look like you cool, but you're not dancing. I'm just not understanding. Like, I never understood that. Like, and I've been in sections, but I'm dancing in the section. Like, I'm having a good time. And that's why y'all think that the club scene is dead, because nobody dances anymore. People go to the club just to record themselves in the club to say that I was in the club. What? Be so for real.
But you guys are ruining the club because you're putting yourself in cliques. Modern women naturally tend to do this. They get cliquish. And so when you have a section, there's women that flock to that section unless it's too many. And then you have another section that opens up, and then you have click, 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 click. And then there's nobody on the dance floor. There's nobody mingling because everybody has gone into their cliques. How is that going to keep the club culture alive?
I can only do this once because I have to study for a final that I'm set to fail. And I can't dash any expectations. Anyway, I want to know, I saw this video on here that was like, you want to know what happened to clubbing? Girls stopped being the ones dancing on the table. And that's so true. The reason why the club sucks nowadays, except for a choice few, is because somehow, some way, the frat guys infiltrated it. Their playlists snuck their way. Why am I not in the middle of a strobe lit club dance floor room having my "Where have you been all my" moment? No, instead I'm like, what rhythm is this? I don't know. I can't find it. That might be my problem. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. It could very well be my problem. But what happened to Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna? Why aren't you playing those songs? The other day, they played Sweet Caroline with a uns backtrack. What? Go back to catering to girls, please.
Honestly, nothing's ever going to be good enough for these modern women.
Everybody says clubbing is dying. And it's true that many clubs have closed. However, something is happening. New nights, new sounds, and a fresh new scene. Come with me. Are you coming along for the ride?
The reason bottle service is dying in the nightclub business. 1, you're selling a $60 bottle for $900. Then you're charging automatic gratuity when the bottle girl probably comes out looking like she doesn't want to be there. Like, then on top of that, you hit them with a, hey, there's a hotel fee. Hey, there's a casino fee. Hey, there's this fee, admin fee. It's like, how many fees are you going to add on to this? That's one big concern. Then you got another situation where these managers, doormen, like, they're two guys roll up. You're trying to say, oh, you got to do bottle service. Why not just give them a $100 bar tab instead of they got to spend $900 for two people to get in? If they look like scrubs, I understand it's a whole different story. But if they don't, come on, that's just nonsense. That's greed. If you got a $60 bottle, you know, $300-400 is good. I know you're paying for the convenience, the VIP service, but it shouldn't be $700-800-900 a bottle. Unless you're in Vegas where you have tourists, Miami, you have a lot of tourists. That's a different story. Those places, it actually succeeds. But like other spots, come on. You guys are just getting too greedy. Club owners, managers don't make the price. But anyway, club owners, stop being so greedy.
I just got out the gym and I was sitting in my car thinking about how I really just used to club 2 to 3 days a week. And now at my age, I refuse to be the old lady at the club, because I remember when I was the young buck at the club and me and my friends, we used to see those old ladies there and we'd be like, why is her old ass at the club? She need to be at home. And so at this day and age, first of all, I'm too tired to go clubbing. And second of all, I don't want to be known as the old lady at the club, and I'd be damned if these young heifers don't call me, look at that old lady at the club, she thinks she da-da-da-da, whatever. So I don't know why that crossed my mind. That's just a random thought I had on my way back from the gym. I do still like to dance though, but these days I only dance in my living room, or just around the house when I'm feeling it, because again, I refuse to be the old lady at the club, or bar fly as they call it.
Like men at the gym that are just like grunting like really obnoxiously.
So I mean, if all that grunting is the ick and it's annoying and this and that, why is it that you think that somebody hasn't cornered the market like a man? Couldn't a man open a gym that was just for women and just make a killing so you didn't have to see all those icky men making all those evil grunting sounds?
Well, I think it would be better if a woman opened up a gym for women that want to work out.
Yeah, but how come they always fail when they do? It's almost like the women want to work out where the men are. It's very strange to me.
I mean, I've never been to an all-women's gym, so...
Yeah, that's interesting too. You would think that if all of these icky men were around who were trying to check out all these women's, you would think that tons of other women would have that same feeling and you would just make a killing by having an all-female gym, but they fail. I wonder why that...
So it seems like a lot of women can't really get on the same page about if they actually want a woman's gym and if they're actually going to continue to sustain and support it. When you think about women's only gyms like Curve and stuff like that, they started off fast, I think somewhere in the 90s, I want to say. I'm remembering maybe 2000. And they started off really fast. But, when you have limited options, limited equipment, then people are going to start to get bored, right? You only cater to a certain market, and that certain market just quits coming. Right? The more experienced people quit coming. Maybe you have people who are beginners, and then maybe you have people who are like a little bit on the older side. They're going to come. But then what happens when you're not a beginner? You want something a little bit more potent. So that's when women started going back and looking for a regular gym, which is what they have. Right. And so once again, when you market something and then it goes out of style, then you really don't need it anymore, right? And once again, modern women, you know about trends and fads. And so trends and fads, they come in and they go out. They come in and they go out. And the bad thing about trends, to be honest, is that you like it until you don't. You just get too much of it. And that's what some of these women's only gyms were. Women-only gyms is it got saturated so fast, it grew so fast that it was too many of them. And obviously, at that point in time, some of them had to start shutting down, right? So when they start shutting down, you get basically two segments of the market. You have the big box gyms that can sustain, okay, come in here, we've got these machines, and you can kind of customize and personalize your workout. If you want to go over here and do cardio, you can. Some of these gyms that I've been to, they have a studio in the gym to where you can take classes. If you don't want to go there, then there's studios that I've seen, I think, in New York and other places to where you do yoga, barre, and a lot of other options that you can, just general dance classes. So women start choosing those options versus going to like a woman's only gym, right? And then this is the one that I think that I like, or the one that I guess I feel is the most ironic, in that some women go into these women's only gyms or women only gyms. They got this thought in their head, like while they were working out, that being at a gym with only women is not, it doesn't scream empowerment. It screams separation. Like, why should we have to work out away from everybody else? I should be empowered everywhere that I go. So once they went to these, essentially what they did is use these women only gyms as a crutch to boost their self-esteem and their confidence. And once they did that, then they went back to the regular gym and said, I can compete with the boys, right? So essentially, these modern women don't really know what they want, or else they would still be at those gyms, and they would look to improve those gyms and say, well, why don't we get this? Why don't we get that? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? And not only do the talking with your mouth, do the talking with your money, and give those gyms time to build and put those resources in for you. But modern women aren't going to do that, are they? As Kevin Samuel said, they're going to stand at the finish line and pick the winners. And if the women only gym doesn't come across that finish line, then guess where these modern women are going?
You want to make clubbing fun again, it needs to revolve around women. Women need to be prioritized, and misogyny makes it so that's impossible.
What this lady's saying is 100% correct. I've been saying this for several years now. As a DJ, you need to cater toward the women. I'm going to bring this back to the dance scene. Most dance events, regardless of the genre, are mostly women. Okay? Women make the party. That's something male DJs don't understand. I've heard some DJs say, oh, I just play songs to make everyone want to stay on the dance floor. The people on the dance floor are not your target audience. They should not be your target audience. In fact, it's more important, in my opinion, to target the people sitting down. Who are the people sitting down mostly at dance events? Women, okay? You have to play music to keep the followers engaged, okay? You have to make it entertaining for them. Male DJs don't understand this. Male DJs have not paid $500 on a flight, $500 on a hotel, $100 on an outfit, hair, makeup, to sit in a room for 75% of the night, waiting to get it in. Only women have this experience. I'm gonna wrap this up, but this is why I encourage more women DJs to play in the dance scene. We need our perspective, we need our experiences, we need our input.
I wish at some point in time y'all got the memo that not everything is about you. Literally, it's not. Well, it needs to center around women. What else does? When men go to the gym, it needs to center around women. Women need a safe space for this. They need a safe space for that. Everything around them, these women are becoming like, well, maybe not they're becoming like, some of these women are like kids. They're like children. Everything has to be baby proofed for them. Well, you got to make sure it's safe for me to come out. If you're such a boss babe, make it safe for yourself. I'm not your father. Go get your father to do what you're asking. A man can't continue to watch over you and baby you. A man's got stuff that he's trying to do. Why would anybody be worried about you? Prioritize me. Look at me. Buy me something. Take me out here. Give me that. Pay for this. No. Stop begging. Y'all have to stop begging for attention. It's pathetic. It's getting pathetic. Why are they not prioritizing the women? Because there's nothing to prioritize. There's nothing to be worried about. You guys come in the club doing silly stuff, acting silly, talking to people sideways, and whereas you were high up on the list, you begin to drop, and you begin to drop rather quickly. That's how that works. I mean, how are you going to be high up on the list if you're not talking to anybody? You literally talk to nobody. I mean, I could see if there was that one girl in the club, it's like, whoa, everybody thinks that she's fine. But you guys are literally regular, average looking women, and you're trying to be up there. I mean, shoot, sometimes it's the prettiest woman that'll sit up there and have a conversation. Yeah, it might not go anywhere, but she'll at least take your drink and sit there and have a conversation with you. You guys that look smacked in the face, y'all will take that man's drink and then laugh at him to, oh, look what I got a drink. It's probably because you don't be receiving any. It's probably because you don't be receiving attention on a regular basis. And so you don't know how to act. If you don't know how to date a baddie, then just say that. If you're insecure about being with a baddie, then just say that. I'm not. Clearly, you're not one of those. You don't know how to act like you have any common sense. Man, these women are starting to get insufferable. Insufferable. The club, the gym, the grocery store, insufferable. I can't take it. You guys, the fact of the matter is, I be telling my dog the same thing I'm gonna tell you. It's not about you. when me and my wife be talking and we be having time to ourselves, having a conversation, here he come. Want to get in the middle of it. Want to holler and scream. And yo, be quiet. It's not about you. It ain't about you. Not everything is about you. Well, I want a treat. I want this. I want that. It's not about you all the time. Go sit down. Go find some business. And I would tell the same thing to these modern women. It's not about you all the time. Center the club around us. Center the gym around us. Center the grocery store experience around us. Whatever it is, the baseball experience, sports. How come nobody's supporting the WNBA? It's not about you. You support the WNBA. I don't want to support it. I don't want to spend my money on that. I don't want to watch that. You watch that. Somebody was asking, can you name 5 WNBA players? No, you can't. Then why you tell a man to support something you don't support? Y'all sit up there and support Rihanna, Beyonce, Selena Gomez, with more power to them. But then when y'all say, why nobody supporting women's sports? I don't know. Why are you not supporting it? Well, the men have a duty. I got to do a duty to do nothing. You have a duty to support what you like. So go out there and support it. Y'all will sit up there and binge Netflix all freaking day long, but won't spend an hour or two and get out there and go watch a volleyball game. Y'all won't spend an hour or two, get out there. Maybe y'all won't watch a track meet, but go out there and watch a basketball game with your niece, with your sister. Oh, I got too much stuff. I got to go to the mall. Sister be in college, be at the top of their game. Women that you know be at the top of their game. Y'all won't even turn the freaking TV on. Maybe you see it on social media because they didn't post their games. Ooh, girl, I saw you had 20 points and 11 rebounds. Did you watch oh, you was at the game? No, I couldn't make it, but yeah, I saw the stats. I'm supporting you. Not doing nothing. Just talking. That's all modern women ever seem to do. Just talk. And they expect that they talking is going to lead to something. You just talking. That's it. Y'all don't ever want to do anything.